Okay, so I have a simple question for you. One that you're probably going to answer incorrectly to begin with. Have you ever met Jesus? I know. Some of you nodded or laughed. Sure I have. It's a silly question, really. But give me 5 minutes and I'll convince you that you haven't. Most of you learned about Jesus in church, right? You know, if you lived in the Bible Belt like I do, it probably happened really early on in life too. And I'm betting when I asked you that question earlier, you pictured this dude. You know, long hair, beard, robe, really majestic looking. You know, like that picture your grandma had in her hallway for like 20 years, right? Well, I mean, that's a pretty good representation of him. I mean, your grandma loved it, so what was wrong with that? But that's not the Jesus that I'm introducing you to. So let's meet the real Jesus. You know, I think a lot of people tend to forget that Jesus was human, too. He wasn't just this, untouchable, glowing God in the sky, Like, even the most basic human annoyances that get on our nerves every single day, he dealt with those too. You know, it's kind of weird to think about, but Jesus got tired and hungry and thirsty. And one time when he was fasting, he was so hungry that Satan used food to try and tempt him. And honestly, I relate to that so much. But it wasn't just the trivial human things that Jesus struggled with, Like when his friend Lazarus died, he came and he grieved and wept with Lazarus' family. And I don't know about you, but I know exactly how that feels. He was betrayed by someone who spent every single day by his side. And I'm not just talking about someone went and told rumors about him or anything like that. No, Judas went to the authorities and told them where Jesus was so that they could come and kill him. And he did it for money. Another one of his closest friends and disciples even denied that he knew him in the first place, and he did it 3 times. And many times, the Bible mentions that Jesus wept over his upcoming torture and death. He knew he had to do it to save us, but that doesn't mean that his flesh wasn't upset by the pain that he knew was coming. He even prayed once beforehand that God take the burden from him completely, but he did it anyways. He endured unimaginable physical, emotional, and mental pain for us. See, Jesus didn't come as this all-powerful, all-knowing, magical being that was impervious to pain and suffering and had no idea what you're going through. That wasn't the point. He came first and foremost to save all of us from our sin and to take that burden onto his back and to take the punishment that we deserve. But he also came just to be with us, to know us, to give us an example of what we need to be. And I don't know about you, but I think that's pretty awesome. So next time you see that slightly creepy Jesus painting in your grandma's hallway, think about the real Jesus. Stop saying you know. Stop saying you know. Okay. I guess you could say he was down to earth. I know, that was terrible. This is so bad. I would be the worst preacher ever. There we go. I got it. Don't touch it. No, that was bad. He was really